Hello and welcome to Couch Defense Force. This is part 2 of my conversations with John from the Super Awesome Geek Show. I didn't record any additional intros while we were talking because I didn't realize how long we were going, so I'll just hand it back off to us. Hi, Nemi. Why don't you come up here and yell into the microphone? There
I
you go.
I think I heard him. Is that a cat, a he or she?
It's a she.
Okay.
Right, Nemi?
Are there two? You guys have two cats there?
Yeah, we got Nemi, which is our black and white cat. And we have Whirl, which is our one-eyed little monster.
Only one eye works? The other one's, is it sewn shut or it just doesn't work?
It was surgically removed and sewn shut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's shut, yeah.
It was like crazy eye damage or something. Matt assumes it was a bat. We have no idea what it was.
I think if you hit a cat with a bat, it would probably die.
Yeah, I think so too.
What? I mean, that's...
He said, I think if you took a bat to a cat, it would die.
Well, her whole side of her head's crushed in, so...
Oh, maybe, yeah. I guess if it's crushed like that.
Yeah. Pictures, like, show it to her. And cry. Poor baby.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. I don't like seeing cats hurt.
Yeah, no, it's...
Their version was she got hit by a car.
They say she was hit by a car.
Yeah.
The
don't know
the
what
Humane Society, because she came in.
Someone found her on the side of the road.
Someone found her on the side of the road with her eye kind of like inflated and
Partially out.
Wow.
partially out. And, yeah, it was part of her face collapsed and all that. It's horrifying. But they had a Kickstarter for her surgery and stuff, and Matt donated to it. And then the day they announced she was up for adoption, we rushed over to the Humane Society and picked her up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother actually was saying, you know, because we had those massive couple hurricanes, you know, one was really big, and then we had these a couple smaller ones that have come through, you know.
Yeah. Oh god, there's so many droids. Oh,
Yeah,
there's so
I know.
many.
That's why I just got totally blown away. I'm just booking it towards that ion gun or whatever we're supposed to get to blow up the ship, and I'm like, oh crap, there's like a million droids guarding it. Like, how'd they get there so fast? But so they found a bunch of cats and dogs and stuff, and you know that were just don't have homes, and they were just thrown out by the hurricanes or whatever, you know.
Aww.
So my mom actually adopted one of the cats, so they have another cat now that they took in from the storm. You know what I mean? Because they're like, well,
Yeah.
there's so many animals that we can't. They spend all this time trying to find the homes, but they can't find them. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so then they start adopting them out to other people who are like, we take. And the ear's broken. The cat's ear is all like flat and like the cartilage or whatever is all broken, so that it's basically just like stuck shut in a sense.
Oh, poor thing. Yeah, that we would. That definitely sounds
She's
like me and
adorable.
Mad. We would just start taking in as many animals as we saw.
The cat's adorable, and my brother's like, it's so friendly, it's so nice, and wants to be around you like a lot, you know. And I'm like, well, it went through a traumatic event. I mean, the thing is like, people save me, you know. Like, so I'm like, of course it's loving, because it's like, you saved me, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was outside in this horrible storm. Who knows what happened to it while it was out there, you know? It's damaged, you know. I got hurt, obviously, during the storm.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I just can't imagine, you know, all that debris and all that crap flying around when you're a cat or something that small. You know,
no.
clearly something must have hit it because it hurt it broke its ear, you know? So, I'm like, that's just gotta be, like I said, traumatic for the animals, you know?
Oh god, yeah, no, that I couldn't even imagine. Just not understanding why the world is just suddenly
Basically
so
coming to
windy
an end, you know? Like,
everything's falling apart around you, and that'd be terrifying.
I mean, I thought it was terrifying for us, you know what I mean? But
Right.
I'm just like, man, imagine if you're just some little animal like that, huddled in some corner, you know, just, please stop.
But I know some animals have a sense that, like, yeah, a hurricane's coming, so they know to, like, run away. But, like, I don't think they would understand, really. Like, it's more of an instinct than an understanding.
Yeah, right, yeah. Like, speaking of that, one thing that was a little fascinating was we have a pond in the back. Like the back of the condo, the balcony sort of, it overlooks like a golf course, right? But before you get to the golf course, there's like all these ponds and stuff which sort of surround the golf course. So the first thing you see in the back is like a pond and a bunch of trees and everything. So in the pond we get a lot of ducks, cranes, and other water birds, you know?
Yeah.
And what I found really fascinating was that, like, when the storm was first coming in, there wasn't a whole lot of animals out there. But then after a little while, all these animals went into the backyard. And I was like, it's really strange that, like, flocks and flocks, tons of birds were just coming in from all over. And I was like, so the birds must know that this is one of the safe spots. You know what I mean? So they're leaving their normal area where they would normally be catching food and doing all this stuff. And they're like, I don't know if like one flock decided, let's try this spot and see if we can wait out the storm. And then other birds saw them from the air and went, hey, there's other birds down there. This might be a safe spot. Let's join them. You know what I mean? Or if it's like they all just have this instinct that because of the barometric pressure or something that they have this like instinct that this might be a safe area. You know what I mean?
It's, yeah.
But what I found really neat was that when the really heavy winds and everything started hitting, they all went into the lake, into the pond. They all were floating on the water. And they would tuck their heads way down into their, like, under their wings and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, they would turn their head around and tuck it under the wing.
Yeah. And
they were just kind of floating on the water. So I'm like, oh, that's actually, and no debris, nothing flew into the middle of the pond. So I'm like, that's actually a pretty good, like, technique for waiting out this high windy storm, because the water was just pushing them up and down, and the wind was going over their heads, but none of the trees fell into the pond. They weren't tall enough to reach the middle. So I'm like, they kind of know that even if a tree fell down, they're not going to get clobbered by it because they're in the middle of the water, you know?
Yeah, that is.
So I'm like, it was really, like, I'm just trying to think, like, you know, oh, is this how, you know, put human, what do you call it, like, put, like, human sort of thoughts behind it, going, like, is this what they're thinking? Is this why they're doing that? You know what I mean? I really want to try out that walker. There's like did you see there's like a two-legged, I forget what they call it. I'm sure it's like an AT something, but there's like a two-legged walker that you sit in. It's like at an open cockpit, you know what I mean? Like it's an open walker.
Oh yeah, yeah, like an ATSD, but just much smaller.
Yeah.
And one person.
And I want to try it out, but I haven't. Every time I have the points, someone else already picked it, you know what I mean? So I'm like, alright, why can there only be one? Why can't there be two? You know?
Matt's freaking out because of work-related stuff. She's gonna. Oh no! Oh no! It's a statue. Damn you, Naboo, and your vibrant culture.
Back! No! You ran away! What are you doing running away? I'm supposed to kill you. Where'd you go?
This is why I'm doing art.
Dude, what the heck? He ran around the corner and vanished. Or did someone else kill him? No, there he is. He's killing me now. Ugh.
Matt's become kind of snobby about video games.
This is the engine I work in.
Yeah, and you can see the QA issues that bother you, and they bother you. That I can't see because I don't.
Look at that though.
It's beautiful. I love the leaves and
Yeah,
that.
that's. And when stuff.
Well, did you notice that sometimes the wind picks up the leaves in like a tornado-y kind of thing?
Mhm.
Like it blows them around.
Especially when you're by the MTT.
And all the birds that just suddenly fly up in the air sometimes, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, what did she notice? Was there something wrong with one of the statues or something?
It's the way things load in. She can see it. She can see
I see.
the detail loading in.
I got you, yeah. World of Warcraft was like notorious for that kind of stuff. Like, as you're moving around and the world builds itself ahead of you, it was
You
like,
can see
oh,
it so
it's so,
clearly.
yeah, it's like, oh, it's so like weird looking up front, you know, like why? They're shooting me, I'm gonna die.
Oh man, we're really close to defeating the MTT.
But we only have 9 guys left to do it with.
Yep. You can be Ray on Naboo.
I know, yes. I hear her and I'm like, I know. Come on, kill that guy, yes. Return to mission area. Oh no, it's told me to go back upstairs. Whoa. Have you been outside when that thing shoots it and blows up yet?
No.
Or you're kind of outside right now.
Oh yeah, no. I was sort of in it this time around. Oh shit.
Oh, you
time
got
to be
killed. I saw you die right in front of me.
an officer and give you guys support.
I really like this heavy gunner for this part, and he's bidding, 2 kills. Haha. Oh, something blew me up. 3,300. Ooh, can I be the Wookiee? Yes, I can be the Wookiee.
All right.
John the Wookiee. Yeah, let's go. I like this door over here. I want to know if you get to, like, they're saying there's going to be some limited customizability, right? When the full game comes out. So I'm wondering if I get to, like, pick different bandolier straps or... Dude, the guy on the walker's in this room! How do you even get in here?
This guy is my hero. Man.
Ooh, look at that, I killed the B2 battle droid with Wookiee. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, what the heck? He's just like...
He's like, screw the rules. I have a giant mech.
Yeah. There's bombs everywhere.
Support!
Autogun ready to go.
Oh my gosh, that's what you can... Okay. This Wookiee has an ability that gives you twice as much health. I've got like 600 health right now.
Oh. I just disappointed.
Oh, and you can see through walls while that's on. Oh no, is Darth Maul out there? He's gonna come in and kill me, I know it. Yeah, Boba Fett, go out there and kill him.
I'm gonna try and save up points to be Ray. Oh wait, we might win. We're really close to it.
I gotta try my Super Blast Wookiee shot.
I've got you.
Victory.
Victory is
Yeah,
ours.
I at least got 2 or 3 kills with the... I think 2 kills with the Wookiee, so that's good.
Oh, shoot, how was it? Oh,
I actually got afterwards, so I'm like, I barely got to do anything.
I think I am gonna save up points this time around and try and buy a mech. 'Cause that looks like fun.
Yeah, it really does. See what I want. See why I want to get it. You know. See, I think what happened was he had it because once you get inside, those things come. The line goes through 'em, like you can't choose them.
Oh yeah.
So he must have had it from outside and lived, and then their only choice is to let you walk in with it. You know what I mean? Because
Oh yeah.
it's not like they're gonna. I don't think they would be cool if they kicked you off of it. You know what I mean?
I wonder what happens when you're a spaceship and that happens.
That's true. You're right. That's gotta end because they can't. You can't fly inside with that. You know. Yeah.
What if you get a
I'm gonna
point?
do a specialist first.
It should give you a partial point refund.
Oh yeah, you're right. If you're in a spaceship and it happens to end, yeah. Get like half the points back or something just so you can do something else. But yeah, I think it was Darth Maul. I got to be him like 2 or 3 times I think so far. And once when I was him, Rey came running out of the inside, and we got into a battle with each other. Like she was lightsabering me, and I'm lightsabering her. And then when I think she killed me, or someone came up behind me or something and killed me. I don't know. But I died during the fight, and then that round I got like 2,800 points. So I was like, oh my gosh, if you are a hero and you do damage to a hero, you can really rack up a lot of points. You know what I mean? So I was like halfway to getting another hero. I'm like, wow, that was really good. So I think I was almost wondering, I was like, is that kind of set up where they want to encourage, like once people catch on with that, they want to encourage the heroes to fight each other, you know what I mean? So that... Oh no! Ugh. You know, like, is that kind of their incentive or their way of encouraging the heroes to fight each other? Because if you're a hero doing damage to another hero, we'll give you a lot of battle points so you can, you know...
Well, I think you get a lot of battle points for just being a normal hero and attacking, or a normal trooper and attacking heroes.
So it's just doing damage to a hero gives you a lot of points, is what you mean. I get you.
Yeah. I think like a lot along lines of playing the objective.
I got what you're saying. Yeah, so that kind of is. I see what you mean. Yeah. Because like clearly killing the hero is really good for the objective. When you're getting them off the board, you know. Yeah.
Hey. Yay! I killed somebody.
Oh, time to take a break.
I got killed pretty quick. I think I've only got like 90 points because I was wiped out.
You're gonna go what? Ancient Magus Bride? Yeah. Mad's anime, so she's gonna go watch that.
Go watch what?
Ancient Magus Bride.
Oh. I can't wait for Stranger Things 2 around Halloween.
Right? Oh man.
Yeah.
This Halloween
Stranger
is gonna.
Things.
Yeah. Yeah, Stranger Things. This Halloween is going to be great for Couch Defense Force because PlayStation Plus for the game is going to be Amnesia, and I'm going to do a recording for that, and then I think we're going to do PT because that's terrifying and also very rare that someone would actually have it. Mad loves the hell out of it. I hate it. It terrifies me, and I lock up and shit. So that'll be funny. And then I don't know. There's probably going to be an October Halloween sale for games, so we'll probably find something good or terrible. You know, if I find a terrible game, that's just as good for the show.
Yeah, yeah.
There's this
oh,
game
there's a little game on the PlayStation that I was able to download off PlayStation Plus for free. It's called I think it was something like Orcs Unchained or something like that.
Orcs Must Die?
Yeah, but I think it has Unchained on the bottom, like it's an advanced version or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you put down traps, and then after you set all the traps, the guys come through the doorways, and you gotta kill them all before they get to your portal.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah, I know
what's
that game.
funny is when you're killing them and the traps, they're setting off the traps, so they're getting speared by all these things. Like the giblets and guts go flying everywhere, and heads fly off, and arms. And I'm like, this is hilarious because like there's body parts flying everywhere. You know, it's like orc body parts, but it's hilarious.
Oh yeah. No, I've never played it. I should give that one a try.
Because it was free, I figured why not, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of free games that I try, and I just delete them if I'm like, nah, I'm not going to play this again, you know? But occasionally I find one that I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep this one, and when I just want to have fun or do something ridiculous, I'll just, you know what I mean? Like, that I don't care about.
I always make a point to download the free games, because if I don't want to play them right now, I'll probably want to later. So I probably have it. Really good chance.
One that I really liked was there was a flying game. It might be like Toward the Sun or For the Sun or something like that. It's called.
Yeah.
But you have a solar powered. That's it. Yeah, you have a solar powered spaceship in a sense. It's really just simple block graphics, you know.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of fun playing that game. I'm like. Because you can sort of like boost and jump up in the air and do like all these cool maneuvers and stuff. And
it's one of my favorite games on my Vita.
Yeah, it's just it works great on the. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, the Vita. That's the handheld thing. I thought you were talking about the VR thing.
Oh yeah,
man,
no.
That would look awesome in VR, but you know, I see what you're saying. That's a little handheld feeling, right?
Right. Yeah, no, I went on a trip, and that's, it was a family get-together, and that's what kept me sane. Alright, I am getting...
Where'd he go? Where's that?
I'm gonna be a specialist.
Someone nearby shot me, and I see red on my screen, but I just can't find him. Where is he? I'm gonna pop around the corner. He's just gonna kill me. I know it. Yep, there it goes. It was an officer even. Wow. Intercepted. Reinforcements available. What do I have?
I love the specialist because you get these binoculars. You can just see all the enemy positions.
Oh yes, yeah. See, my brother's having a hard time with the specialist. I was trying to tell him that. I'm like, turn on the binoculars, find where the guys are, and then sneak around and snipe them from, you know what I mean? And like, I'm having a good time doing that. And he's like, I just can't get it to work because I can't do it. He's like, it's just, like I guess it's just his play style, you know, he prefers to just rush in and overwhelm them with some kind of super weapon or whatever, you know what I mean? So he's having a better time playing the assault and the heavy guy, where I seem to be able to switch and do either, you know, the officer and the sniper guy, specialist, right?
I seem to like.
And then, or I can play the heavy or the assault guy, depending on, you know, what I feel like doing. But
terrible with the assault guy. Like, I'm good with heavy because he's got like a high rate of fire machine gun, but the assault, there's way too much recoil on the gun. I can never hit the guns.
Yeah, you gotta get the stability add-on for the guns. That really helps. There's like a stock. I don't know if it's like an add-on for the gun.
You can't do that for the standard one.
Gun.
Yeah, you have to be the second one.
Yeah, you can't modify the standard one yet. Yeah. I'm sure in the full game we'll be able to modify all the weapons, but for this they just gave us one weapon for each guy to modify. But we found a lot of the modifications really boost those secondary weapons a lot, you know. Oh, Darth Maul's up there. I'm gonna shoot him as much as I can before he kills me.
Darth Maul's on our team, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have to worry about him. All right.
Oh,
look, there's ranked.
They beat our thing.
Destroyed.
How?
Yeah.
Has failed.
But sometimes I go, like, if they finish it too fast, you get 0 credits. So I'm like, guys, you gotta at least let it last, you know, until it gets up to the doors or
Guys,
something. Cause,
let the game go all the way to the throne room so I can be a hero.
yeah, if you let it go all the way, you get like 200 credits or something, you know. And I'm like,
Yeah.
do you want more credits? Let it go. My brother says that's a flaw in game design. You have to, like, not win in the early stages in order to get more credits, you know.
Well, you got to think of it like the time frame. Like, this first part gives us 100 credits. So if we beat the first part for like 5 minutes, how long does it take for the MTT to get there? About 5 minutes.
I see what you're saying. Like, maybe in the course of an hour, if you beat it real fast, like 20 times, you end up with 2,000 credits. But if you let it go to the end, it takes too long, and so you might only end up with 1,000 credits in that same hour.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
That's how I measure the worth of item drops in Destiny. It's like, how long is it going to take me to do this? Am I going to get?
How long does it take me to get it? Yeah.
Yeah. Although in Destiny 2, it's like, getting item drops is so much easier in Destiny 2. You just have like milestones that are like, oh, go do a bunch of public events on this planet. There you go. Now you have a raid level item.
Oh, that guy moved, darn it.
Oh, hey, I should probably spawn.
Squad assignment accepted.
Oh, they're gonna come around the other side and get me, I know it. Oh.
Alright.
Alert! Republic attack damaging the MTT.
Crap, they're coming up in front of me. Turn off my... Oh! Did I get one person out there? No, I didn't kill any of them. I got good points on them, but I didn't actually get the kill on any of them.
Roger, roger.
Alright, time to just go heavy. There we go.
Yeah, I went heavy this round too. I sometimes go with specialist first on this board, and I just shoot down where they start. And sometimes I accidentally get a kill because I'm blowing into the crowd of them starting, you know, just from our starting area. I kind of go over to the side real quick and hug the wall so that if they're doing the same thing, they're not shooting at me. And then I just try to shoot into their crowd. And the other thing I noticed, I mean, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but if you do stay with your group and you shoot, you get more. It'll say like team bonus or something. Team play 48, you know, on my screen there. So if you're hitting a target while you're next to other players, you get bonus points. I think that's their way of encouraging you to stay with other players, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like if they turned us into squads, I would do a whole lot better at sticking together.
Yeah, if there was a way to distinguish the guys that you started next to each round, like, because like you can't memorize their names and try to track them, because it's like everybody has such a weird. Some people have like XXJQ58ZT25, and you're like, what the hell's your name?
JBD2121 or 2021.
You know, like, you can't. There's no way you could memorize those kind of names, you know.
Yeah.
And so you can't really. It's almost like they should. Each squad should have its own color, I guess. When you come in the game, you know, like, okay, this one will be assigned red, this one will be assigned green, this one will be yellow, and then you can just sort of stick with your colors, you know, and get extra bonus points or something. Ah! Oh! Kill assist. Hey, I'm over 1,000 points already. Nice 17. No, you're 17. I'm 11. You are a lot better at these kind of games than I am in both areas.
I'm
I've
actually...
been playing for a couple days longer than you.
I'm coming
But
straight
my
out of
brother's the
Destiny.
same way. My brother's just naturally better at these things than I am too. Cause yeah, maybe it just comes from playing more of these kind of games.
Yeah.
Because I have such... I mean, I've always been kind of limited in what I get, you know, 'cause I'm like, I like my Star Wars games. I usually pick one racing game to own. And I always get the Uncharted games because I love the Uncharted series.
Oh yeah.
But I don't
haven't
end up
played-
with a whole lot of other games, you know. I'm like, I might have 5 or 6 in my collection and that's it, you know what I mean?
Well, what were the Uncharted titles? There's Uncharted, and then
Yeah, then there was Drake's Fortune, I think it was.
Drake's Fortune,
And
Among Thieves,
Among Thieves, yeah.
And then
the
The Thief's
last
End.
one, The Thief's End, yeah.
okay,
The Thief's End was going after pirate treasure. And it looked really nice. There was so many cool, like, Goonies sort of moments, you know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, we're going to see One-Eyed Willie, you know?
that sounds. Oh man, that's the one I haven't played yet, and I really want to.
I just finished it like last month because something weird happened. I started it before I moved, and then I didn't go back to it until like after I came down here,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
had somehow erased my progress.
Oh,
So I basically had to start over. So I didn't do it for a while, but then last month I was like, well, you know, I want to play something until Battlefront comes out, and you know what I mean? So I was going back through and finishing, you know, catching back up with Uncharted, and then I finished it. And it was okay, because I did way better than, you know, because you know most of the game, you're like, well, I know what's
Yeah.
going to happen, so I'm not going to be surprised. So I got, like, way better marks, and, like, found a lot more treasures, and all these other things that I didn't find before, you know?
yeah. I tried to beat, like, I was playing Persona 5 before Destiny came out, and I tried to beat the game before Destiny, because I knew Destiny was going to take up all the time I had been spending
Yeah, yeah.
on Persona. But I hit a point in the game where I was like, oh sweet, alright, I'm close to the end, and then I was like, haha, twist ending! Here's a whole nother dungeon you gotta do, and I was like, oh shit! Oh no, I can't beat this.
Yeah, I've heard that's a really good game. I've never played it, but I've heard it's very, very good.
I had one friend.
I don't think I've played anything in the series, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a friend in college who was like, he loved Persona, and he was always talking about it. And so, when I got my Vita, the first game I bought was Persona 4, because it was like, oh hey, there's a game that I want to try, and I fell in love with the series immediately, just playing that game. And it's like, it's a game it's so hard to explain why it's good, because it's like, oh yeah, you're a high school student and you go to school, and then sometimes you go and then sometimes you fight demons, but like most of the time you're in school. And it's like, yeah, though that's the
I've been to school. That wasn't that fun. Oh, I got homework. Oh, I gotta.
yeah. But it's like,
Oh no, it's the walker. It's gonna kill me. He can take a lot of damage, man.
oh shit.
Sentry mode activated.
That guy took a lot of hits and he's barely even ticked off the mark there. You know what I mean?
Republic ally arriving.
I wonder if you have to shoot the guy that's riding it and not try to shoot the
Oh
machine,
man,
right?
somebody just killed it really fast. I don't know how they did that.
It must be, like, I was shooting the machine, but I guess, I'm like, yeah, it probably makes sense if you hit the player on top.
Right.
He's got less hit points than the machine itself, right? Oh, our little ship is burning up, man. Little ship, I mean, our giant tank is burning up.
fire!
Oh, these guys are fighting someone down here. Go over there. Then I don't want to
Sentry
step in
mode
front of them.
activated.
What is happening here?
Oh, our tank's at the end though. It can still shoot the alien.
Oh yeah.
Transport tank.
Oh no, but they're damaging it.
Oh.
No, no, it's so close to dying.
Grenade, prime.
Yeah, that time I got behind the walker and was shooting the driver, and
Sentry gun, online.
it still didn't do a lot of damage to the driver, so I must be using the wrong weapon on it. Maybe I can't use... I should switch to the super cannon and try that thing, you know what I mean? If I encounter him again.
Oh man, it made it with like 2 health left.
Yeah, it did it, yeah. I have not been able to get on the door controls yet. Every time I go in there, there's somebody else beat me to it, so I haven't been able to see what you get for opening the door, you know what I mean? Like, how many points you get, you know? I'm like, you
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
get a lot
never in
of
the
points
room.
for doing the objective, you know?
Grenade armed.
Grenade out! Sentry mode activated.
Oh no, it's Ray! Everybody panic!
Oh, there's a hero in there, yeah.
Oh hey, I have 4,500 points.
Oh, she chopped me in half.
could be
Dude, she
Darth Maul.
kicked that guy. That was cool.
If I
Oh,
get
man.
enough points before we run out of lives.
Are you almost there?
Oh, but we only have 11 lives. That's not a lot.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna run out. 10 lives, 9. Ray was running with the blade, like, pointed straight ahead. That looked really cool. Oh, oh man, they just blew like 5 of us away at once.
Damn, I
zero,
was the
we're done.
game-ending point. No.
I'm the one who calls it a fail.
All units initiate self-destruct. Your mission is a failure.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
Ray
go.
got
13
top on most
assists.
of them. The potato farmers.
There's Potato
yeah,
Farmer
look at
4
that.
times and then me.
You got the assist trophy there, whatever you call it. So that's cool.
I shot a lot of people once and then let somebody else do the rest. Alright, I'm gonna go fill my water bottle. I'll be right back.